My sister got mad that I rejected her ex and told my husband, so she tried to ruin my marriage by sleeping with my best friend's husband. Now she's acting like I'm the villain for breaking the family apart. 3 months ago, my sister's boyfriend broke up with her. She was devastated, crying every day, the whole thing. I felt bad for her. We've always been close, or at least I thought we were. A week after the breakup, he showed up at my house. I was confused because we'd never really talked one-on-one before. He sat on my couch and said, "I broke up with her because I realized I have feelings for you." I sat there staring at him like he'd grown a second head. I told him to leave. He tried to argue, saying he'd noticed me at family gatherings, that we had chemistry. I said, "We've had maybe 5 conversations in 2 years. There's no chemistry. You need to go." He left. I debated telling my sister, but I didn't want to hurt her more. Big mistake. Turns out he told her himself. Twisted the whole thing around and said I'd been flirting with him the entire time they were dating. That I encouraged him to break up with her. Complete lies. My sister called me screaming. "You're a homewrecker. You've always been jealous of me." I tried explaining what actually happened, but she wouldn't listen. She hung up on me. Then she blocked me on everything. My parents got involved. My sister told them her version first. When I explained my side, my mom said, "Well, he wouldn't just make that up out of nowhere." That stung. My own mother didn't believe me. 2 weeks later, I noticed my husband acting weird. Distant. Short with me. I asked what was wrong and he said, "Your sister told me something." My stomach dropped. "What did she tell you?" "She said you've been having an emotional affair with her ex. That you broke them up." I lost it. I showed him the text messages from that day, the timestamps, everything. He believed me, but the damage was done. My sister had tried to destroy my marriage over a lie. I confronted her at my parents' house. She smiled at me. Actually smiled. "Maybe now you know how it feels to have someone ruin your relationship." I told my parents what she'd done. My dad said, "She's just hurting. You should be the bigger person." I walked out. Here's where it gets worse. Last month, my best friend called me sobbing. Her husband confessed to cheating. With my sister. I felt sick. My best friend asked me, "Did you know? Did she tell you?" "What? No." "When did this happen?" 3 weeks ago. They met at some bar. She told him she was your sister. Started talking about how you'd stolen her boyfriend. He felt sorry for her. My best friend's voice cracked. She seduced him. She told him afterwards that she did it to hurt you. That if you could ruin her relationship, she'd ruin yours by destroying your friendship. I couldn't breathe. My sister had weaponized someone else's marriage just to get to me. My best friend and her husband are trying to work through it, but she asked me to keep my distance. She said seeing me reminds her of what happened. I don't blame her, but it kills me. I called my sister. "You slept with my best friend's husband to hurt me? You ruined my life first." "I didn't do anything." "I rejected him and told him to leave." "You should have told me he came over." "You hid it from me." "Because I didn't want to hurt you more." "Well, you did. And now you know what betrayal feels like." She hung up. I told my parents everything. My mom said, "Your sister is going through a lot right now. What she did was wrong, but you pushed her to this." I couldn't believe it. I pushed her to sleep with someone's husband? My dad chimed in, "If you just apologized to her in the first place, none of this would have happened." Apologize for what? I didn't do anything wrong. My mom sighed. "You're tearing this family apart. Your sister needs support, not judgment." I left. Haven't spoken to them since. My husband is furious at my family. He wants me to cut them off completely. Part of me agrees, but they're still my parents. My sister sent me a message last week saying I'm selfish for making this about me when she's the victim. That I broke the family apart by refusing to take responsibility. My best friend barely speaks to me. My family thinks I'm the villain. My sister is playing the victim to anyone who'll listen. So tell me, am I actually in the wrong here for refusing to apologize for something I didn't do? I thought cutting my family off would be the end of it. I was wrong. My husband found out 2 days ago that my sister's been telling people at his work that I had an affair. His coworker pulled him aside and said, "Hey man, I heard about your wife." That's rough. My husband had no idea what he was talking about. Turns out my sister tracked down where he works, found someone who knew him on social media, and sent them messages. She told them I'd been sleeping with her ex-boyfriend for months behind my husband's back. That the only reason she exposed me was because she couldn't watch her brother-in-law get played anymore. My husband came home shaking. Not sad, angry. She's actively trying to destroy your reputation now. This isn't just family drama anymore. I felt numb. I called my sister from my husband's phone since she'd blocked mine. She answered all sweet. "Hello? Why are you contacting people at his workplace? Silence. Then, I don't know what you're talking about. Don't lie. You sent messages to his coworker. You told them I had an affair. Well, you did. You had an emotional affair with my ex. I rejected him. Once. That's not an affair. You're splitting hairs. You still betrayed me. My husband grabbed the phone. You need to stop. What you're doing is harassment, she laughed. Actually laughed. I'm just telling people the truth. If that hurts her, maybe she shouldn't have done what she did. He hung up. We sat there for a while, not talking. Then he said, we need to do something. She's not going to stop. The next day, my best friend called. First time in 3 weeks. My heart jumped, thinking maybe she wanted to talk. She didn't. Your sister showed up at my house yesterday. My stomach turned. What? She wanted to apologize. Said she felt terrible about what happened with my husband. That she was in a dark place and made a mistake. Please tell me you didn't believe her. I didn't. But my husband did. He thinks she's genuinely sorry. He wants me to forgive her so we can all move past this. I couldn't speak. My best friend continued, he said she was manipulated by you. That you made her feel so betrayed that she acted out. He actually defended her. He cheated on you. With my sister. And he's defending her? I know. But he keeps saying she was vulnerable and hurting. That she reached out to him because she needed someone to understand what it's like to be betrayed by someone you trust. The irony was suffocating. So she's the victim now. In his eyes, yes. And the worst part? She told him if I can't forgive her, it proves I'm just like you. Cold and unforgiving. I wanted to throw my phone. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry she's doing this. I know it's not your fault. But I can't be around you right now. Seeing you just reminds me that this all started because of your family. She hung up. I sat on my bathroom floor and cried for the first time in weeks. My mom texted me later that night. Your sister is really struggling. She tried to hurt herself yesterday. This is what your stubbornness has caused. I stared at that message for an hour. Called my mom. What do you mean she tried to hurt herself? She took some pills. Your father found her in time. She's okay now, but she's devastated. She said you've turned everyone against her. I haven't talked to anyone about this except my husband. Well, someone has. Her ex-boyfriend's family is harassing her online. People are calling her horrible things. I felt a flicker of something. Not quite sympathy, but not satisfaction either. That's awful, but I didn't do that. She needs her family right now. She needs you. She slept with my best friend's husband to hurt me. She's spreading lies about me. Why would I help her? Because she's your sister. Because family forgives. Does family also ruin marriages and friendships over lies? My mom's voice went cold. If you don't come home and apologize to her, you're not welcome at Thanksgiving. Or Christmas. Your father and I have decided. I hung up. My husband found me on the couch staring at nothing. What happened? I told him. He sat down next to me, quiet for a minute. Then he said, they're choosing her. I know. Even after everything she's done, they're choosing her over you. I nodded. Part of me still couldn't believe it. My sister had lied, cheated, manipulated, and spread rumors. And somehow I was the villain for not forgiving her. My husband took my hand. Then we choose us. Screw them. I wanted to agree. I wanted to feel strong and decisive. But all I felt was exhausted. This morning, my sister posted on social media a long caption about betrayal, toxic family members, and learning to set boundaries with people who hurt you. The comments were full of support. People calling me trash without even knowing my name. She'd crafted this whole narrative where she's the survivor and I'm the abuser. My husband wants to post our side. I told him no. It'll just make things worse. But watching her play victim while my life falls apart is eating me alive. Is staying silent really the right choice when she's destroying my reputation and turning everyone against me? My husband's company called him into HR yesterday. Someone filed a formal complaint about him creating a hostile work environment. The complaint came from the coworker my sister contacted. He claimed my husband has been aggressive and confrontational since finding out about the affair situation, said my husband made him uncomfortable by demanding to know who else my sister had talked to. HR put my husband on a warning. One more incident and he's suspended pending investigation. My husband came home looking defeated. She's winning. She's actually destroying everything and getting away with it. I didn't know what to say. We both just sat there. Then my phone rang. Unknown number. I almost didn't answer, but something made me pick up. Is this her? A woman's voice. Young, maybe early 20s. Who is this? I'm calling about your sister. She's been seeing my boyfriend for the past month. My brain couldn't process that. What? Your sister? I saw the post she made about toxic family. I recognized her from the profile picture. She's been sleeping with my boyfriend. He told me yesterday. Said she pursued him hard, told him she was going through a tough time with family drama. I felt cold. I don't understand. She has a boyfriend? That's what I'm trying to figure out. He said she told him she was single. That her family abandoned her after she exposed her sister's affair. He felt sorry for her. The same story. The same manipulation. She's lying. I didn't have an affair. She made that up. I figured. Your post history doesn't match what he said she told him. But here's the thing, she got pregnant. She told him last week. He wants to keep it. I couldn't breathe. Pregnant? Yeah. And now he's talking about leaving me for her. Says she needs him. That she's been through too much trauma and he can't abandon her and the baby. I sat down hard. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry she did this to you. I thought you should know. Since she's apparently doing all this because of you, maybe you'd want to know she's not some heartbroken victim. She's actively ruining more lives. She hung up. I told my husband. He stared at me. She's pregnant? According to this girl. Do you think it's true? I don't know. But if it is, that's another family she's destroying. My husband got quiet. Then he said, we need to tell your parents. They need to know what she's really doing. I called my mom. She answered with, unless you're calling to apologize, I don't want to hear it. She's pregnant. She's been seeing some girl's boyfriend and now she's pregnant. Silence. Then, how do you know this? His girlfriend called me. She found out about the pregnancy and that my sister has been lying to him about me. So you're believing some random stranger over your own sister? Why would she lie? She has no reason to make this up. Maybe because you've been spreading lies about your sister online and now people are coming after her. I haven't posted anything. I haven't said a word publicly. Well, someone has. Your sister showed me screenshots of Reddit posts. Someone's been writing about her. Detailed posts about everything that happened. She knows it's you. My chest tightened. It's not me. Then who is it? Who else knows all these details? My husband. My best friend. Your husband. You. Could be anyone. Your sister is devastated. She's getting death threats now. People found her Facebook and Instagram. They're calling her horrible things. And now you're making up lies about her being pregnant? I'm not making it up. Someone called me. You're trying to destroy her. You can't stand that she's finally getting support and moving on with her life. Moving on? She tried to get my husband fired. She ruined my best friend's marriage. She's spreading lies about me to anyone who'll listen. She's defending herself. You backed her into a corner. I hung up. My hands were shaking. My husband took the phone from me. They're never going to see it. They've decided she's the victim and nothing will change their minds. 3 hours later, my best friend called. I need to tell you something. Okay. My husband and I are separating. He moved out this morning. I'm so sorry. He told me last night that he's been in contact with your sister. That she's been reaching out to him, saying she needs someone to talk to. That I'm being too hard on her and not understanding what she's going through. My stomach dropped. Please tell me you're joking. I wish I was. He said she apologized to him privately. That she explained how you manipulated the whole situation and made her look like the bad guy. He believes her. He actually thinks I should apologize to her for cutting her off. She's doing it again. She's manipulating him. I know. But he doesn't see it. He thinks I'm being cruel. He said if I can't forgive her, he can't be married to someone so cold. That's insane. I know. But it doesn't matter. He's gone. And honestly? Part of me is relieved. If he can't see through her manipulation, I don't want him. We talked for another hour. She told me she's staying with her parents. That she's talking to a lawyer. That she's done trying to save something that's already dead. After we hung up, I checked Reddit. I don't know why. Maybe I wanted to see if my mom was telling the truth about the posts. I found them. 3 posts, all in different subreddits. Detailed accounts of everything that happened. My sister's affair with my best friend's husband. Her lies about me. Her manipulation. The posts didn't use names, but the details were specific enough that anyone who knew us could figure it out. The comments were brutal. People calling my sister every name imaginable. Telling her to get therapy. Saying she deserves to be alone. Some were even trying to figure out who she was based on the details. I didn't write them. But someone did. Someone who knows everything. My husband swears it wasn't him. I believe him. Which means someone else is watching this unfold. Someone close enough to know the details but distant enough to post anonymously. Or maybe my sister wrote them herself. Maybe she's trying to gain sympathy by playing the victim of online harassment. I wouldn't put it past her at this point. This morning, my mom called. Your sister's in the hospital. She had a miscarriage. I felt numb. Is she okay? Physically, yes. Emotionally, no. She's asking for you. She wants to talk. After everything she's done, she wants to talk? She's your sister. She almost died. The least you can do is visit her. I hung up. My husband said, "You're not going, right?" I don't know. Part of me wants to. Part of me thinks this is another manipulation. Part of me just wants this to end. But I keep thinking about that girl who called me. About her boyfriend leaving her for my sister. About my best friend's marriage ending. About my husband's job being threatened. About every single thing my sister has destroyed while playing victim. Would visiting her make any of this better, or would it just give her another opportunity to twist the knife? I didn't go to the hospital. My husband physically stopped me at the door and said if I went, he wasn't sure he could watch me destroy myself anymore. That broke something in me. I called my mom back and told her I wasn't coming. She said I'd regret this for the rest of my life. Maybe I will. But I couldn't do it. 2 days later, my sister showed up at my house. I opened the door and there she was, looking pale and tired. Before I could say anything, she pushed past me into the living room. We need to talk. My husband came downstairs. You need to leave. She ignored him. I lost the baby. Did Mom tell you? She did. I'm sorry that happened. Are you? Because you didn't visit. You didn't call. You left me alone in that hospital. After everything you've done, you expected me to drop everything and come running? She laughed, but it wasn't a happy sound. I came here to tell you the truth. The whole truth. Because I'm tired of this. I sat down. Okay. Talk. I did sleep with your best friend's husband to hurt you. You're right about that. But the pregnancy wasn't real. I lied to that guy. I told him I was pregnant so he'd leave his girlfriend. When he started getting serious about it, asking about doctor appointments and ultrasounds, I panicked. So I faked a miscarriage. My husband stepped forward. Get out of our house. I'm not done. I spread those rumors at your work because I wanted you to know what it felt like to have people think badly of you. I wanted you to feel what I felt when your ex rejected me and chose you. He didn't choose me. I rejected him. But he wanted you. He looked at me and realized I wasn't good enough. That you were better. Do you know how that feels? To be with someone for 2 years and find out they were secretly wishing they were with your sister instead? That's not my fault. I know. But I was so angry. And when you didn't tell me he came over, when you hid it from me, it felt like you were protecting him. Like you wanted him to think he had a chance. I was trying to protect you. I didn't want protection. I wanted honesty. And then when I confronted you, everyone took your side. You had your perfect husband and your perfect life, and I had nothing. So I decided if I was going to be the villain, I might as well commit to it. My husband's voice was ice. You destroyed people's lives because you were jealous. Yes. I did. And I'd probably do it again because that's who I've become. Someone bitter and cruel and vindictive. And I hate it. I hate what I've done. But I can't take it back. I stared at her. Why are you telling me this now? Because Mom and Dad know. The girl whose boyfriend I was seeing came to their house yesterday. She had screenshots of our messages. She showed them everything. She told them about the fake pregnancy. About how I'd been manipulating him the same way I manipulated everyone else. What did they say? Dad asked me to leave. Mom tried to defend me at first, but then the girl showed them more. Messages where I talked about you. Where I laughed about ruining your reputation. Where I planned out how to turn your best friend's husband against her. Mom read them all. And then she looked at me like she didn't know who I was. Something in my chest loosened. They finally believe me. They do. And they're ashamed. Dad said I need therapy. Mom said I'm not welcome at family events until I get help. They asked me to apologize to you in person. So here I am. That's not an apology. I know. Because I'm not sorry. I'm sorry I got caught. I'm sorry I have to face consequences. But I'm not sorry for what I did to you. Maybe one day I will be. But not today. At least she was honest. Then why are you here? To tell you that you won. You got your family back. You get to be the good one again. Congratulations. She left. My husband locked the door behind her and turned to me. Do you believe her? About Mom and Dad? Yeah. About everything else? I don't know. She might be lying about the fake pregnancy. She might be lying about not being sorry. Who knows what's real anymore? My mom called that evening. I owe you an apology. Several, actually. I didn't say anything. That girl came to our house. She showed us everything. We've been wrong about your sister. About you. About all of it. Okay. I know okay isn't enough. I know we failed you. I chose to believe her because she seemed more broken. But broken doesn't mean honest. No, it doesn't. Your father wants to talk to you. We want to make this right. I don't know if you can. We want to try. Please. I told her I'd think about it. My husband said I should take all the time I need. That I didn't owe them anything just because they finally saw the truth. My best friend called 2 days later. My husband moved back in. What? He said your sister confessed everything to him. That she'd been manipulating him. That she lied about you. He apologized. He begged me to take him back. Are you going to? No. Because even if she lied, he believed her. He chose to believe I was cruel and cold instead of trusting his wife of 8 years. That tells me everything I need to know about our marriage. I'm proud of you. I'm exhausted. But I'm also relieved. I called a lawyer yesterday. I'm filing for divorce. Do you need anything? Just my friend back. If you're willing. We met for coffee the next day. It was awkward at first, but then we fell into our old rhythm. She told me about the divorce process. I told her about my parents. We both agreed that my sister was probably the worst thing that had happened to either of us, but at least we survived it. My husband's HR issue got resolved. The coworker who filed the complaint admitted my sister had contacted him first. That she told him my husband was abusive and unstable. HR cleared my husband's record and gave him a formal apology. The coworker got written up for filing a false complaint. My parents invited us to dinner last week. I went. My husband came with me. My sister wasn't there. My dad hugged me when I walked in. I'm sorry. For all of it. My mom made my favorite meal. We ate mostly in silence. Then my dad said, "Your sister's in therapy. Twice a week. She's also staying with a friend while she figures things out. That's good. She asked if she could call you eventually. Not now, but maybe in a few months. After she's worked through some things. Maybe. I don't know." My mom reached across the table and took my hand. "We don't expect you to forgive her. Or us. But we want you to know we see what she did. We see how we enabled it. And we're trying to do better." I nodded. It wasn't forgiveness. But it was something. I drove home with my husband that night thinking about everything that happened. How one rejected advance spiraled into months of manipulation and destruction. How my sister chose to hurt everyone around her instead of dealing with her own pain. How my parents chose comfort over truth until they couldn't anymore. My best friend is doing better. She's living alone for the first time in her adult life and says it's terrifying and liberating at the same time. She and I talk almost every day now. My husband got a promotion. Turns out his boss had been watching how he handled the whole situation and was impressed by his professionalism. My parents are trying. We have dinner once a month. It's still awkward sometimes, but we're rebuilding. Slowly. My sister sent me a letter last week. I haven't opened it. My husband said I should throw it away. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. But I'm not ready to read it yet. The Reddit posts are still up. I never found out who wrote them. Part of me thinks it was my best friend's husband trying to justify his own actions. Part of me thinks it was my sister creating evidence of harassment. Part of me doesn't care anymore. What I learned from all of this is that family isn't a shield against consequences. That being hurt doesn't give you permission to hurt others. That some people will choose to be victims forever because it's easier than taking responsibility. My sister made her choices. She chose revenge over healing. She chose manipulation over honesty. She chose to destroy rather than rebuild. And now she has to live with that. I'm done trying to understand her. I'm done making excuses for her behavior. I'm done letting her actions dictate my life. I still think about that day her ex showed up at my house. How different everything would be if I just let him leave without making sure he understood my rejection was final. If I'd told my sister immediately instead of waiting. If I'd handled any of it differently. But I can't change the past. I can only move forward. My husband asked me last night if I regret anything. I said no. Because even though this whole situation was a nightmare, it showed me who really had my back. It showed me the strength of my marriage. It showed me that I can survive betrayal from the people I trusted most. My sister will probably never truly be sorry. My parents will probably always carry guilt. My best friend will probably always have scars from her marriage ending. But we're all still here. We're all moving forward. And sometimes that's the best revenge of all, just living well despite everything someone tried to take from you. I don't know if my sister and I will ever have a relationship again. Honestly, I don't know if I want one. But I hope she gets better. Not for me, but for herself. Because carrying that much anger and bitterness will destroy her eventually. As for me, I'm okay. Better than okay, actually. I have my husband. I have my best friend. I have parents who are finally seeing me clearly. And I have peace knowing I didn't become cruel or vindictive in response to cruelty. That's my update. That's where we are now. It's not a happy ending, but it's an honest one.